Good morning, everybody. So, like I said yesterday, we've been learning about leaves and the fall, and before that, we learned about spiders, which are very common in the fall. They're everywhere. And then next week, we're going to learn about squirrels and a couple books about chipmunks. So, we're getting very autumny around here. I don't think that's a word, but it sounds right. So, today I'm going to read you the book called Red Leaf, Yellow Leaf, and it is by the same author as Leaf Man. I hope some of you got outside and were able to see some different types of leaves, or maybe make a leaf person or a leaf animal, and or just watch the leaves and notice the colors. But this is about a sugar maple, and I was talking to you about big leaf maple, which are very common. Sugar maple are not as common around here, I don't think, but big leaf are. So let's enjoy this book by Lois Ehlert. I have been saving this little leaf from my sugar maple tree so I could show it to you. I love my tree. It was born long before I was. The wind, I'll remember the wind blows wherever it wants to go, blew seeds from the big maple trees in the woods. They twirled and whirled as if they fell to the ground. In fact, yesterday I was taking a walk and I looked up and there were these little twirlies. We called them helicopters when I was a kid, and they were just twirling down, 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 and it was kind of a blustery day. And I just stopped and I watched them just twirl down. It's kind of relaxing. Seeds the squirrels didn't find lay sleeping among the leaves until they were covered with snow. So this little seed did not get found by a squirrel. When spring warmed the little seeds, they sprouted and sent roots down to the soil, and tiny leaves unfolded on their stems. I think my tree would have been happy to stay there forever, but one day nursery workers came to the woods to collect the tiny sprouts. So they're just very tiny. And this has a label. Remember we talked about in Writer's Workshop how we can label our pictures? Well, Lois Ehlert, she does this a lot. She put garden glove on here. Let's see if she has any more labels. Oh, maple tree roots, right there. She did labels. They transplanted the sprouts and tended them year after year. Just as the trees were settling in, they were measured, marked, and uprooted again. So this is black-capped chickadee, and I love that little bird. It's my favorite because it goes chickadee-dee-dee, and if you can hear those. They live all around us. And let's see if there are any other labels. I don't see any more on that page, but they marked that tree. Each ball of roots was wrapped and tied with twine. This says root ball. My tree was loaded into a truck filled with other trees and delivered to the garden center. So some of you might go to a garden center called Owls, and there's a couple called 7Ds maybe, and lots of garden centers, and they sell these things. So it says, we love trees, truck. It's really great when you have a book that you can read the illustrations too. It says sugar maple, medium growing pyramidal deciduous broadleaf trees, likes sun and grows 30 to 40 feet high, spread 15 to 20 feet. And it is hardy. That means it's really strong. It's a strong tree, and it can take really intense weather, like cold weather. We went there in the fall and picked out my tree. My dad had a hole already dug, waiting for it. It says silver maple, sugar maple. When we got home, we lowered my tree into the hole, and I held the trunk while Dad covered the roots with soil. Let's see if it says round pointed spade. So they labeled that. I don't see any other labels on here. Now every night before I go to bed, I peek out the window and I wave to my tree. Look at all the little birds. When it snows, I hang up treats for the birds. How many of you hang up treats for the birds? In class, if you guys were in class, we would make little treats for the birds. I don't know if we'll do that this year. We might do it during distance learning. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it together. Maple tree flowers. So there's a little label right there. Maple tree flowers. And that says kite. So now we're getting into the spring. Young maple leaves. Each spring looks for signs that my tree is growing. So it's growing in the spring. By late summer, the crown of leaves is bushy and green. Maple seeds, those are what I call the helicopters. I love it when the tree flowers turn into winged seeds. And that says paper airplane. But if you want to visit my tree, come in the fall. That's my favorite time. Can you guess why? Look at those beautiful leaves, you guys. They're just gorgeous. Look. And then this whole page has all kinds of information about the sugar maple. And there's the red and the yellow. More information about all of it. And then the beautiful back cover. So today, when you're out, if you happen to notice a maple tree, just notice it and look at the leaves, count the points, and notice the beautiful colors of the maple tree. Okay, have a wonderful day. I will see some of you in some sort of group or other. And yeah, have a good day. Bye-bye, guys.